This WWE game is shutting down. Yes, that's right. NWA Games have announced that they are officially pulling the plug on the much-loved WWE mobile game, WWE Undefeated. This won't come as a big surprise to anyone that plays this game, I don't think, because they haven't updated this game for a long time. Roster's completely out of date. Yeah, you have to have seen this one coming. So they announced this on social media and in their Discord, and the tweet they put out, it says, "We are sad to announce that WWE Undefeated will be coming to an end. We appreciate all the support the community has given the game. For more details, follow this link." And that link takes you to their website where it just gives a little bit more information. Hello superstars, and many of you have been wondering the direction we'll take with WWE Undefeated since we ended content releases nearly a year ago. Like I said, they haven't updated the game for a long time. It is with a heavy heart that we are announcing we are ending in-app purchases, and the game will be removed from app stores starting today. The servers will remain open until February the 10th. It has been an action-packed journey, and we want to thank all of you for being on it with us. And then there's a bit more text like talking about the game and whatnot, but that first paragraph is the most important bit. So essentially, the game is shutting down, being removed from all app stores, and the only people who are going to be able to play this game are the people who already have this game downloaded and installed on their device. Which brings us to the perfect segue, because I actually have this game downloaded and installed on my emulator. So I thought before this game shuts for good, let's give it one last go, one final hurrah. We'll take a look at the game, and also I want this to act as a time capsule of sorts. I love going back and playing retro WWE games from back in the day. With mobile games, you can't do that, because once it's gone from the App Store, that's it, it's pretty much gone. Especially games like this that are very PvP heavy, you can't play against the computer. You play against other players, so there has to be a server there. So this game only has a very limited life left. There's so many times in the past when I've tried to reminisce about old WWE games but you just can't play anymore. Like, for example, WWE Immortals, that was a great game. That's completely gone. And if you want to find this game, like, you'd have to go and look it up on YouTube. So I'm going to make this video today. This is going to be like almost a time capsule, almost a way to remember this game. We're going to go through the game, play a couple of games on it. I'll show off all the roster, all the different characters and moves and whatnot. We'll open a couple of packs. We'll start with this pack right here, actually, because I got a pack to open here. Let's get this open. So we got Keith Lee, a gut kick, and some cash. We also got this free box here, so let's get this one open. And what do we got here? Some cash and a DDT. And then over here, the battle box. So let's get this one open. I think this one is hopefully a little bit better. So a bit more cash, a RKO, I guess, a elbow drop, and a cross arm breaker. Double arm DDT. There's quite a few moves in here. The execution. So some of those moves are specific to certain wrestlers. So you see there the big John Cena. John Cena was my guy in this game. I played as John Cena. I think he's one of the easier characters to play as. But let's take a quick look at the characters. I'll do a more in-depth look through all the roster. So these are the people you can play as. So there's actually a fair few. They have added quite a few since when it first started. There's a couple who I don't have, and it looks like I probably never will have now at this point. But yeah, a fair few to pick from, all with different moves, all with different abilities. Like I said, John Cena is my guy. So with that being said, let's jump into a game and show it off. For anyone that hasn't seen this game before, I'll try and explain it. So basically, it's almost like Street Fighter. It's almost like Tekken in a way, that you have like the two characters, and it's kind of a button mash. Apart from, it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors. So you have three different types of moves. You have grapples, strikes, and you have counters. And it works in like a kind of rock, paper, scissors kind of way. Like counters take strikes, grapples take counters, counters take strikes. Did I say that? So there we have him, John Cena, making his entrance. All the wrestlers have their own entrances as well on this. Is pretty cool. And the opponent, who we got, Andre the Giant. All right, so let's do this. Oh my God, this isn't a great start. Not great at all. Okay, we got it. Okay, so that was a strike. The red ones are grapples. The yellow ones are strikes, and the blue ones are counters. So let's go 5 knuckle shuffle. Come on, big match, John. All right, so keep some distance, go back. Oh, he got it. So I was trying to get some distance there, but he was too quick. I won't do anything there because he's countering and he's retreating, so I'm going to chase him up. There we go. We got him. He's charging, so I'm going to counter it. Yep, got it. Okay, that wasn't great. Okay, so... Alright, let's do finishing move on him then. Man, this guy's too fast. This is the fastest Andre the Giant I've ever seen. Oh no, I've just wasted my finisher. I'm such an idiot. But it's okay, because we got him. Oh no, I am having a mare. Can you tell I don't play this game very often? Alright, so... Oh no! No! I think he's got it here, first pin. So it's, for anyone seeing this game for the first time as well, it's best 2 out of 3 pinfalls. So I just need one more move on him and then I can get a pin. It's not going well. It's not going well. I think I'm going to have to do my finisher on him. There we go. So we'll get him down. This will get a pin and then we'll beat him up a bit more. Each superstar also has like a special ability. So when John Cena's health is really low, his signature moves cost way less energy to do as well. Oh no. I gotta say, I'm getting my ass handed to me here by Andre the Giant. I say, bear in mind, you can't download this game and play this game anymore, so the only people still playing it are going to be pretty good. So that's my excuse for losing this match, because I have lost it. This is going to be it here. There we go. So Andre the Giant defeats John Cena there. So now you just saw the gameplay, let's take a look at some of the moves so you can better understand how this game actually works. So like I said, there's 3 different types of moves. There are strikes, which are these yellow moves here. Like you can see, my Cena deck is pretty strike heavy. Then you've also got the red moves, such as this one here. So the red move is a grapple. So grapples overpower reversals, but strikes overpower grapples. So you can go through the different moves here and see what the moves are. It shows like a little animation as well. It shows how much damage each one does, what distance they cover as well, if they're short, medium, or long. So I personally find that strikes are the best because people don't really use counters. People don't do counters. So if you use strikes, I find personally anyway, this was always my tactic, was to just use as many strikes as possible. Each wrestler also has moves that are specific to them as well. Like I mentioned, this John Cena has 2 signature moves. So he has this one, the running bulldog. And he also has the move I think you saw in the last match, the 5-knuckle shuffle here. So the moves that are specific to wrestlers, only those wrestlers can use them, but then also you can't take them out of the deck, whereas some of these other ones you can. So if I wanted to take the chops out and replace it with maybe this kick to the gut, you can do that. Or you could swap that maybe for a grapple. For example, we'll put this one here in instead. So yeah, you can mix and match your deck, put the moves you like to play with. Like if you find a deck that's effective, you can go with that. But enough about that, because we're not going to be building any decks because this game's closing. So let's do a roster review then and take a look through the roster, take a look at all the superstars who were in this game before it closed, and hopefully immortalize at least this part of the game forever. So I've shown you John Cena. We'll just go through and take a look at his special ability. Like I said, each one has special ability, so never gives up when he goes less than 40% stamina. His special cost less than 2. So you see, big match John, give us a twirl. There you go. So the characters in this actually look really cool, I think. Then we got Adam Cole, baby. So you can see how long this game hasn't been updated for, because, I mean, it's still got Adam Cole in it. He hasn't been with the company for over a year at this point. So yeah, I don't think it's any surprise to anyone that this game was closing, considering the lack of updates it was getting. And we got the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And we got this big boy, Andre the Giant, who you just saw me get beat by in that last match. We got Big E, and I think he's one of the newer additions, actually, because I don't seem to have many cards of his. So, yeah, we got Big E. We got Braun Strowman, and again, this is the old Braun Strowman when he had the hair. So, Braun Strowman was released and has been signed back in the game the entire time since this game was updated. And we got the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. We also got Viva La Raza, it's Eddie Guerrero. He lies and cheats and steals. I've actually should level him up here, but I'm not going to. There's not really much point. Actually, I suppose may as well. There we go. Let's level him up. Eddie Guerrero is level 8. Not that it's going to matter much because I don't play as him, and also the game's closing. We also have Edge in this game. And we got Finn Balor. Again, this is in his pre-Judgment Day look. So back when he was, I think, what was he, like the Prince at this point? Again, the game's aging itself a little here because it's got Jeff Hardy. And again, he hasn't been with the company for a while. So this is a cool character, actually. But yeah, Jeff Hardy. You got Cena, who I've already shown off. The next one then, again, another wrestler who is all elite. This is Keith Lee. Yeah, again, the game really dating itself here with these wrestlers who aren't even with the company anymore. He's been all elite for, I think, the best part of the year. So yeah, in fact, I think he was released like almost as soon as he was added into the game. So yeah, pretty bizarre inclusion on the roster there. We also got Kevin Owens, and some of the characters like are just so out of proportion. Like that does not really resemble Kevin Owens at all. Some of them actually look a lot like them, but Kevin Owens, I mean, his head is so small. If he had a bigger head or a smaller body, I think it would be okay. But like, look at those arms. He is jacked. We also have Kofi Kingston here. This game definitely has a lot more characters than when it first came out. When it first came out, I think there were maybe like 5 or 6 to pick from. So they have added some during the lifetime of the game. It's just been a very, very long time. We also got Mankind here. In fact, I don't think I've ever played as Mankind. He must be relatively new. Look at him there with a Mr. Socko. And then we have quite a random one. This one's Otis. So if anyone can tell me why we have all these legends, all these former WWE champions, and then just Otis for some reason, I mean, let me know. But yeah, Otis is in this game. Booyaka, booyaka, we got Rey Mysterio. We have the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the undisputed WWE champion, Roman Reigns. And we also have Seth Rollins here. Of course, wherever there is Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins won't be far away. Shinsuke Nakamura is also a character in this game, and that one is one of the more realistic looking ones. I think that one actually looks really good. Give me a hell yeah, it's Stone Cold. Stone Cold Steve Austin in this game. Again, really actually good looking character model there. Looks really kind of lifelike. Yeah, for a mobile game, I'd say that's a pretty good character model there. Especially when you compare it to one like this, and this is The Fiend Bray Wyatt. That just looks absolutely ridiculous. Like, in a good way, though. Like, it's a mobile game. Of course, you want it to look a bit funny. But, yeah, the Fiend Bray Wyatt is also in this game. Then we also have the A-lister, The Miz. We have the Great One, the Brahma Bull, the People's Champion, The Rock. And I think, actually, if I remember back, I think The Rock is the starting character that everybody has to start with. If you've ever played this game, like, The Rock is, I think, is the one person you're almost certainly guaranteed to have. And finally, from the collection of wrestlers that I have in my deck is the game Triple H. So those are all the wrestlers I own. There's a couple more down here which I don't have, but I think, hopefully, we can have a look at those ones anyway. I think we can. Yes, we can. Okay, so first up then, we have the almighty Bobby Lashley. Let's see him do a taunt. Is he going to do one? Yeah, look at that. Big boy Bobby Lashley. We also have Cesaro. A pretty basic taunt there. Not much to that. And we have Hulk Hogan. That one, this looks completely unrealistic. Like, that just looks like a cartoon. We have Montez Ford, who is a bit of another surprise inclusion, I suppose, but actually a really good looking character model. Like, that one looks so much better than the Hulk Hogan one. I think you've got to agree. Good looking taunt there as well. We have RKO himself, Randy Orton. Ooh, yeah, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And then next up, we have the Ultimate Warrior. And a final superstar on the roster. This is the Phenom, The Undertaker. So just a brief overview then for anyone who's never played this game, and to sort of encapsulate it in time as well, how it kind of works. So you have these like daily missions. You do the daily missions and you get prizes. So for example, here opening that, The daily missions here to complete. Once you complete them all, then you get the legendary box up here. Actually, you don't get that when you complete them. You get that when you get all the XP. You get these XP from completing these. You also get a daily check-in from logging in every couple of hours. So you can get loot from there. You can also get loot. I don't know if can you see this. I've also got this one. In fact, I may as well unlock this now because these credits aren't going to be worth anything. So I will spend credits to get this box open then. And we have some coins. This probably definitely... Oh, we got a new superstar, Montez Ford. All right, I was going to say this wasn't worth spending the credits on, but it probably was, to be honest, now. But we got Montez. Another one added just before it closes. Getting loads and loads of moves out of this. I guess we've got all of Montez's base moves, his signature moves. Oh, and we got Jeff Hardy as well. So yeah, big dub of a pack there getting Montez Ford. It's a shame this game's closing. Then as well as that, then you have this one here, the Battle Box, which is once you get 10 pinfalls. So each game is you win by getting 2 pinfalls. Once you get 10, you get the Battle Box, and then it looks like you can get that once every 24 hours. There's also this shop where you can go and like buy the daily deals. So you got the Rock, you got some moves here. Some of this, like, I don't know if it's good value. I suppose if you need a move, like you can go and buy it if it's a move you like to use. And then you can use credits to buy these boxes. How many credits do I have? 90. So I can buy, let's buy this then, a Cruiserweight box, 55. I would never normally spend the credits to buy these packs, but I mean, the game's going out. I never actually spent any real money on this game, I'm proud to say. So everything I got completely free to play on this. We're getting a bunch of moves then. Yeah, nothing great from there, to be honest. And you can also use the credits to buy the battle box as well. So like most games, you see at the top here, it's got 2 different types of currencies. Like that's just most mobile games in general. So let's take a quick look at my stats then. So I am on, what's this, like level 9, talent level 9. You just move my camera up here so we can get a better look at these stats then. So you see highest medals, 2808, wins 311, sorry, highest win streak 10. Current rank 6,386. I think that's in the world, maybe. Highest rank though, at one point I was pushing the top 1k. I never really played this game that much, to be honest, but I did at one point like dabble in it quite a bit. Collected superstars, so we did the roster review, 26 out of 33. Collected moves, 139 out of 160. I think the remaining moves then are probably the signature moves for the 7 others I haven't unlocked yet. And they also have like a league system. It's almost like a battle pass. So here you can see I am in League 10, and it's just like a battle pass sort of thing. So the higher you level up, like the more points or the more stars or whatever this is. So actually this is way down below. Let's go back up. So this is where I am at the moment. The higher up you level, you get prizes. So about to go into League 11. Once you get there, then you get like crates and you get cash each time you level up. Then the higher league you're in, I think that's what it uses to match you with competitors of similar ability, so you don't get absolutely washed, because some people on this game are really good. There's also a faction system in this game as well. I am not in a faction because I probably got kicked out of my faction for not playing, but the way this used to work, from what I remember, you can join and then you can request cards and then you can send cards to each other, so that was quite good. Say if you had a certain move, say for example John Cena, I quite like using this ground stomp, the curb stomp. So for example, I need 100 of those to level up, so I could put out a request in my team for them to send me that, and they could send me the if they had like any spare cards for that, and they'd get XP for that, and then I could do the same if they wanted a card. For example, a move I don't have, so this ground pound, for example, is a move I don't have in my deck. If they wanted that, then I could then send them like the spare ones that I have in exchange for XP. So it was a pretty good little system. There was some faction tournaments introduced, but I never played one of these, so I don't actually know how this works. I think this was just basically play as many matches as you can. You didn't play against the other team, I don't think. Yeah, just reading that, you only have PvP, so that's how you do it. You just have to play more PvP matches than your the faction you're against. So yeah, it doesn't sound that interesting, to be honest. So yeah, all in all, I don't think this was a bad game, actually. It's quite fun. I actually quite like playing this game. The issue I have with this game, though, is it feels like there's not really a lot to it. There's not much interesting going on. An example I would use is a game that I do really like playing, WWE Supercards. That's a game with, like, I'd say even less gameplay going on. Like, the gameplay in WWE Supercards is much worse. You just collect cards and pick cards to, like, you don't even control the cards in the ring. They just go and sort of autoplay themselves. This, you're actively playing. So the gameplay in this game is really good, but that's what I think is missing from this. Like, for example, why Supercard is so much better than this game is... with Supercards, and I'm just using Supercard as an example because it's another WWE game, but like what I think was really missing from this game is you have the wrestlers to collect, but they don't really feel like, you know, collectibles. They're just characters to play with. There's not really like, I don't know how to explain this. It feels like there's no urgency for me to collect these. Like, I've got 26 wrestlers to pick from. I can only pick one at a time. Why do I really care about the rest of these? Like, you know what I'm saying? And the same with the moves as well. Like, you can collect moves and like level the moves up, but there's just so many, like, why do I care about collecting all of these ones down here when they're not even in my deck, when these are the only ones I use? And again, with playing with wrestlers, like I was saying, a lot of people find one wrestler that works for them and they use it. So I always use John Cena. So again, I don't care about the rest of these characters, and I certainly don't care about unlocking new ones, because if I unlock the new ones, they're going to be an even lower level. So I'm going to have to unlock a brand new character. So if I wanted to unlock the Bobby Lashley, I'd first have to unlock him and then level him up high enough to be as good as the John Cena. Like, why would I stop using John Cena? He's my highest ranked cards. Do you know what I mean? It just, I'm sorry to go on a bit of a rant here, but it just feels like they haven't really thought it through. Do you know what I mean? Like, the aspect of the game that is supposed to get you wanting to come back and play more, it doesn't really, it does the opposite. Like, there's only one character I play as, and it's John Cena, and I've got him, and he's my highest ranked. So why do I care about collecting other wrestlers? The same with the deck as well. You get the deck that works for you. You get like a good combination of moves, a good balance, and then I don't care about the other moves. So that's something that I think that if you take WWE Supercard, for example, the whole collection aspect of it, when you're collecting like your cards and you're getting the stars up, like, I think that that's something that game does a lot better than this game, and that's something this game has missing. Another thing I think is missing from this is the factions. Like I said, the faction is just plays more games PvP than your opposing faction, which isn't very exciting at all. There's not really any challenge to it. Again, if you take WWE Supercard, for example, you've got the Team Stomping Grounds, you've got Team Battlegrounds, you have like a weekly team event, a Team Road to Glory, a Team Ring Domination. There's so much to do if you're in a team in Supercard. With this, the whole team aspect of it, the faction, just fell completely flat. Like, I don't think this was a very good like mode to be added to the game. I think this, wasn't really worthwhile. Like I said, I was never really in a faction because I just thought it was really pointless. The league system was quite good because I feel like, it's definitely good to play against people of a similar ability to you. So you don't want to be going against people who are too easy. You also don't want to be going against people too hard. You want the game to be fun. But then that comes with a flaw, because you kind of peak, you sort of get to this point and you find yourself, and this is probably something that turned me off the game a lot as well, is that you'll be grinding the game out, but you're not progressing because you don't really get better at the game. Like, there's probably a peak of like how good at the game you can get, and like it just depends if you're good and if you're not good. And once you get to that peak, like, this is where I've been in for a long time, like around this 2.8k. I don't get much higher, I don't go much lower, because like if I go any lower, I'll just beat the people easily. If I go any higher, I'll just lose to them. Like, this is my sort of equilibrium point here. And I think the fact that like you can't grind and go any higher in the game because there's like almost a ceiling of how good you can actually be at the game, I think that definitely takes away a lot of the grinding aspect from it. Like, if you could continue to progress just by grinding, that would be fine. But I would get to this League 11 and I would not win any games and I'd just get demoted again. So I feel like they haven't exactly thought all of this through. This game does have quite a lot of potential. Like, it is actually a good game. There's just a lot of aspects of it are just not done very well. And speaking about the different modes this game has, like, exactly, it only has one mode. It only has PvP. If I to go back and talk about WWE Supercard again, you have a weekly event. You have events where that weekend you have to grind and get the special edition cards. So it feels like there's an urgency to play it. You have to play the event if you want the limited cards. It's the only time you can ever get the cards. So yeah, it creates that sense of urgency. It kind of makes you feel like you have to grind to get it. And then once you get it, you've got the rewards to show it off to keep forever. This game just doesn't have that. It's just PvP. So it's lacking like the whole faction aspect. It's lacking any kind of like weekly events, or just any kind of event in general. Another thing WWE Supercard has is ranked events where, you know, you want to climb the leaderboard and finish #1 ranked in the world. This game does have a leaderboard, but it's not like, it's just like a global leaderboard. You see, these are like the top players in the world, and then it has a more local one for your region. But like, it doesn't have, it should have like a weekly, fortnightly event to rank up. And like, all of these people are just, these are their trophies from playing PvP. It's missing something. It's really missing something. And I think it's a good game, and it's a really shame that it is closing, because it is very, very good. It's just missing something. A lot of aspects they haven't really thought through. I think with some very minor improvements to this game, it could have been so much better. So I think it is a massive shame that this game is closing down. But let's not cry over spilt milk, because the matter of fact is that the game is closing down. So with that being said, let's jump into another game and enjoy it while we still can. So match has been found. I wish the opponent wouldn't skip their entrance, because I want to show off some of the entrances. So we got John Cena taking on the Ultimate Warrior here. Alright, so back it up. Oh, I just hit that counter just out of time. Right, let me move this down a little so you can see my health bar. Yep, got the counter just, in fact, that's blocking the gameplay now. Alright, nice stuff, nice stuff. Go with grapple in. I'll hit them with a stomp now. And now keep my distance. Wait for them to charge me and then hit them with the attitude adjustments. And then if this doesn't take them, okay, 5-knuckle shuffle it is then. This is going to get the first pinfall. Like I say, this is actually a really fun game. Actually very fun to play. And I am, like, you know, I was saying I wasn't great at it. I actually am not bad at it, don't you think? I've been pretty decent at this game, to be fair. Oof, that's unlucky. That's unfortunate. What was he doing? On a splash. So that's good, because I've now gone under 40%, so my... Oh no, he's counted it. So if I can get him onto the floor... Okay, I'm going to hit the attitude adjustment on him. Yep, got him. Alright, if I can get him onto the floor, I've got a 5-knuckle shuffle to use, followed by a stomp. Followed by a stomp, and then as soon as he gets up, if I do the bulldog... Oh, but his grapple is going to overpower it. Okay, that's a shame. Alright, so he gets a pinfall. The thing is, I'm just going to beat him very easily now. Oh no! I say that, I may have just jinxed it. May have just jinxed it. Nah, should be fine. Okay, we'll go and hit him with his counter, because I think he's going to strike. He's going to retreat. Okay, got him. Got him. We got a dub. 1, 2, 3. There we go. John Cena has defeated the Ultimate Warrior. Alright, let's jump in another game then. Let's see if we can find one. And who we got? Oh, Hogan. Again, they skipped the intro. I just wish they wouldn't skip the entrances so that I could show them off for this video. So it's not a great start so far. Messina fighting back. Oh no! Alright, got him. I'm gonna need some distance here. Oh no! No! What a disaster! That could not have gone any worse there. So I missed my finishing move and then he got his. Alright, is he gonna go to the floor? If he goes to the floor. Oh, I should have done the 5-knuckle shuffle there. I kind of messed up a little. Wow. Behave, Hogan. Oh. Man, absolutely destroyed here. Alright, 5-knuckle shuffle. So where it comes back, okay, we get a pin there. Okay, so it's now 50-50, 1 pin each, and we both have the same... Wait, was that a pin? What's he doing? No, he's hulking up. Was that not a pin, then? I guess that one doesn't count. Alright, now it's a pin. Alright, we'll have to watch out for that. That must be like his whatchamacallit, like his special ability. I go on the floor, go on the floor. Yes, perfect. All right, and now I'm gonna retreat. All right, wait for him to get up, and then I'm gonna retreat in case he wastes a move. That's perfect. Oh, but he counters it. He saw it coming. Oh no! Oh, we got him! I didn't realise that was it, but that's it. We got him. Another big dub for John Cena. Guys, it is an end of an era. WWE Undefeated is shutting down. I've had a lot of fun playing this game. Like, not that much fun. It's not the best game ever, but it is a pretty enjoyable game, as you've seen. And I actually, you know, if you don't mind me saying, I actually am pretty decent at it. So yeah, that is going to be the end of this video, and also quite fittingly the end of WWE Undefeated. So shout out the WWE Undefeated team and also Enway Games. Also, one thing I wanted to mention, I completely forgot to mention this earlier, but back when this game first dropped, I made a how-to video guide on how to play this. WWE Undefeated posted this on their social media pages. And that was like a really, really huge moment for me, because I was just getting started in the content creation world myself, and like to actually make a video and for like a video game developer to then post it on their, like they didn't even retweet it, they posted it themselves on their own page. And that was just such a huge moment for me, because it made me think, like, it made me realize, oh wow, like I can actually do this. So this game will always have a special place in my heart for that moment in particular, because when you actually have like a video game company, let alone like a WWE affiliated video game, like tweeting out the content that you've made for it, that was really like such a cool moment for me as a creator. Really like gave me a big confidence boost. Made me think, actually, you know, made me think, if I can get like a smaller game like WWE Undefeated to be doing this, then, you know, the sky's the limit. Like maybe I'd one day be doing this with like 2K and like WWE 2K games. And, you know, recently I've been doing sort of similar stuff with Ubisoft. So, yeah, that was definitely the very first step in that for me anyway. So yeah, like I said, this game means a lot to me just for that moment especially, but it is also a pretty fun game. But anyway, thanks again to WWE Undefeated for the memories. Thanks Enway Games for making the game. It's a shame it had to come to this, but it was pretty inevitable, let's face it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys take care. If you've enjoyed the video, remember to smash the like button, hit subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest videos. Take care guys, and I'll catch you again next time.